This urban environment is where the White House got its peppers from for the Fiesta Latina in 2009. And that's David Winsberg in front of his house. He's the farmer who grew the peppers. His farm, Happy Quill Farms, is in East Palo Alto. Behind it is a Buddhist temple, across from it is a Pacific Islander church, and a 2-minute walk away is corporate America. It's not a place where you would expect a successful pepper farm. Yet David has been here nearly 40 years.
First, it's really a trick finding spots. I found an old flower farm back in 1978 here in East Palo Alto, and it had gone out of business.
That's when he began his first attempt at farming in the area, raising quail.
We had to find products that were in high enough demand that I could do it on small acreage and make a reasonable return.
Quail was neither of those for David, so he eventually returned to his South Florida roots and grew peppers.
When I first started growing pimientos de padrón, the Spanish tapa pepper, they were pretty much unknown in the U.S., or virtually unknown, other than the few Spaniards from Galicia. It took me a while, but I started doing internet searches. It was still relatively early days of internet back in the early 2000s. I would sort of do a search for all the major cities looking for Spanish restaurants, and I'd call them up and ask if they knew them and if they were interested in seeing them. And it took me a few years, but I established clients all over the place for them.
One of those places was Miami, where chef and journalist Maricel Priscilla found out about David's peppers.
So when she was invited to cook at the Fiesta Latina, she called me up. She knew that I was growing them and asked if I could supply 40 pounds, and I was able to do that. It really was just about, I don't think I had any more plants than I do this year, so 40 pounds was a major chunk of our production for that particular period of time, but it was enough for her to do Peruvian tamales.
David, though, doubts many others will try urban farming in the area. He used to have 8 lots. Now he has 4, tucked into the flight path of airplanes.
Eventually things changed. In one case, one of my landlords passed away, and the property sold for $1 million. Obviously, at that price, even if I could arrange financing, it would be very, very hard to justify continuing agriculture.
He used to sell wholesale, but he's out in 2 years due to soil disease. That's unfortunate for pepper lovers.
Costco pepper or Safeway pepper is really not the same product at all. So, we really do sort of stand alone, I think, as far as having the most varieties and unusual stuff. So, I don't think you'll find any other farm with the same sort of thing.